What's up, Commander fans? It is Wednesday. We are playing the Chicago Bears tomorrow for the Thursday night game. Before I talk about my predictions and keys to victories for the Thursday night game tomorrow, I did want to talk about the Tennessee game. I didn't make a video about it, but there was a lot to unpack, and I didn't want to be too negative because during the moment of the game, I was heated, and I probably would have gone for a really long rant, but I just wanted to calm down, collect myself, because the fan base was just on fire. A lot of people have jumped the ship when it comes to the Ron Rivera era and also Carson Wentz. I just want to share my thoughts about the game overall. I had us winning this game, I believe 14-17. We lost 21-17, and again, I think everyone could agree with me if I say that this game was a winnable game, especially at that goal line. And with that goal line play, when we threw the interception, Wentz, I don't even want to blame Wentz on that interception. Yeah, it was not a great throw. It was a great play by the defensive player. But I really want to just put Scott Turner on notice. And I believe that we put so much blame on Wentz, but we just really got to look at the play calling. It is 3rd and goal. We are so close to winning this game. It was 20 seconds left. My first thought was like, oh my God. My heart was racing. I'm like, damn, we're really about to do this. And I just praying to myself, like, I hope we don't pull a Seattle, like what they did in their Super Bowl. Because I personally just wanted them to just hand the ball off to Brian Robinson. We had 20 seconds left. I believe, I don't think we had any timeouts, but my thought process was if they would just hand the ball off, even if they didn't get it, I know they would have at least got a yard. And if they didn't, we could easily hurry up and spike it and still have at least 10 seconds left. But they did not decide to run the ball. We kept on passing. So we keep on raving about our playmakers or our red zone targets and Cole Turner, our new tight end, and our tall receiver Cam Sims, our 6'5". These guys are red zone targets. We did not use them in this big moment right here. This would have been a perfect moment to just give the ball to our big tight end that we keep on raving about, or maybe throw like an outside corner route to Cam Sims, or maybe just hand the ball off to Brian Robinson on his first big day back. They were even playing Mini-Men when he came out. When he came on the set, they were playing Mini-Men by 50 cents because of the remarkable comeback that he made. They didn't do any of that. They just wanted to pass the ball, and they kept everything in the middle. They didn't do anything fancy. They didn't stack one side and try to have an isolator or one-on-one battle with one of our playmakers. They didn't do a screen. They didn't do anything special whatsoever. I think the play calling by Scott Turner and Ron was really bad. Another thing that costed us this game was also the challenge flag. When Ron challenged the call, when Kansas made a catch, he thought it was a catch. It did not. After one look at the replay, you know he did not catch the ball. But he challenged it anyway. He was not successful in the challenge, and we lost a timeout. That timeout, if we would have had that timeout, I believe they would have ran the ball. I believe the reason why they didn't run the ball because they're concerned with clock management with 20 seconds. I believe if their first play was a run, they would have had it. But that's just my 2 cents about that whole red zone play, and it was just so frustrating. Like that just made me really just hop on the bandwagon hate when it comes to Ron. Like I am not feeling this dude right now. I'm not feeling Ron. I'm not feeling Scott. The defense didn't do bad, but like the problem, I just want to express like the problem with our team is not quarterback. And also speaking of that, I want to like get into what Ron said in his press conference when he was asked like, well, in our division, every other team is having success but us. What are they doing? What do they have that we don't? And he just bluntly say, quarterback. It's quarterback. And originally when I saw that press conference interview live, it wasn't as bad because what he was trying to say was that he hasn't had time to build around a quarterback. Every other team in our division, the Cowboys they built around Dak, and then Cooper took over, and he's doing his thing. The Eagles definitely built around Jalen, but you can't really say that about the Giants. But I thought it was just so interesting that he threw Wentz under the bus like that, especially after a game like that. He retracted and apologized for it, but it's like you kind of spilled the beans, and it's like When I initially saw it, before everyone started reacting, I was thinking like, you know what? He's just trying to say he hasn't been able to build around a quarterback, and he's hoping that Wentz is that guy to build around. But after rehearing it more and more, Wentz is sensitive. You gotta be careful what you say around this guy, man. He's not the most mentally tough guy out there. And for you to just throw him under the bus like that, like to the wolves, whether you agree with it or not, it just shows character, and like that just wasn't a professional move. And he apologized and said he had a bad day. How do you think we feel, man? We've been having a bad season. Like the fan base in Washington, we've been having a bad week because our football team is out there with a talented roster laying an egg because of the personnel. And when he was asked what was the problem, he should have just said coaching. Because the Giants, they getting it done. And Daniel Jones is not the reason why they winning. It's the defense, it's Saquon. The Cowboys, they're able to adjust with Dak Prescott out. You know, and they've been on the streak since he's been gone. And Cooper Rush ain't doing anything amazing. He's just making the right decisions. And I believe Wentz is better than Cooper Rush and Daniel Jones. But I just believe like this game just really exposed to me, and I think even a casual fan's eyes, that we have a coaching issue. I digress. There was a few positives. I like what I saw from De'Ami Brown. I like the 2 deep catches he had. I know a lot of people were a little cold on him or saying he was a bust or this was a make or break with Jahan out. I did say last week that this was going to be a big week for him to show us what was up, and he delivered. I really like what he did exactly what we expect him to do. Deep red zone target that you could just lob it up to. I believe he ran like a 4.3. De'Ami looked good. I really like what I saw from the young brother. I also like seeing Brian Robinson back. Another thing with the whole running back situation, I believe that we're doing too much with the rotation. It's a committee right now. We have Antonio Gibson, Robinson, and JD. And I believe we just got to focus on a primary guy. No one's really getting going right now. And I believe we need to just like prioritize. We're still trying to figure out who's going to be the main one. But overall, I just want to say I like what I saw from Brian Robinson. I also like what I saw from Montez Sweat in the defense. I believe we had 5 sacks that game. We had good pressure. The defense stepped up. The only thing I did like with the defense is that Tennessee, they were 3-3 in the red zone. We cannot stop them in the red zone. And I mean, they got Derrick Henry. They're just gonna hand it off if it's like 1st and goal. You can't really stop that. But I did want to see. We didn't have any red zone stops this past week. Again, I digress. I just want to give my quick thoughts about the Tennessee game and also Ron's press conference. I didn't like. Just get him out of here. Like I'm officially on the bandwagon. I'm not feeling Ron. I'm not feeling Scott, and I'm not feeling Jack. And honestly, I wouldn't be upset if we kept Wentz another year, because the answer is not going out and they want to draft what's his name, Bryce Young, or one of these new quarterbacks coming out in the draft. That's not going to solve the issue. The problem is we don't have good play calling or protection. So you could put Patrick Mahomes back there or Tom Brady or anybody in such. We're not calling good plays, and we're not protecting quarterbacks. It's not the QB. Like, the QB is a factor. Wentz do be having his moments. He misses high. I get all of that. But, like, just us thinking that we're just going to put a quarterback in, it's going to fix all the problems, is not it. This is coaching, and we have a coach where the game he has outaged the game. And that's my 2 cents. That's my 2 cents on it. That's all I want to say about Tennessee now. And this might be a recurring theme. Now, we are 1-4 playing Chicago, who are they're 2-3, I want to say. So this is a must-win game. I think we're on a verge of tanking because the division is so good and we're 3 games behind. Also, with the division being so good, previously being 1-4, we could come back because the division is so bad. But since they're so good, that's not looking likely. And also the fact that that's really it. I don't see us coming back with this hole we digged in. And I saw an interesting stat about Ron, how basically the last 3 seasons he has started 1-4. We have had bad starts like this. We have been regressing. Think about how we were in 2020 compared to now. And like it's just things been going backwards. We got rid of Eric Flowers for nothing. Tim Settles for nothing. Ioannidis for nothing. Landon Collins for nothing. Like the list continues, and it's really starting to really bite us in the ass. And it's just frustrating watching it. And again, it's just a coaching and personnel issue. These guys that Ron brought in are not working. And also with the press conference, I liked the reporter. He really asked some good questions because I liked how Ron threw Carson Wentz under the bus. And the reporter's like, well, you picked him. And that's facts. You picked the guy, and now you're complaining about the guy. It's just a mess, man. Let's just talk about Chicago tomorrow. So I want to start with the injuries. Jahan Dotson is looking out. Sam Cosmi is out. Percy Butler is out. And Jonathan Williams is out. Logan Thomas is out. And William Jackson III is out. And that's, I mean, he's been some buns all season. Chicago, it looks like no one is out. N'Keal Harry, he's looking like he may be good to go. But I think the big guy we're missing is Jahan. We need to see more from Diami. Again, just do it again. But that's really it for the injuries. Wentz was a little questionable. He had a big block last game. I really like that block he had for our boy Brian Robinson. But he had a shoulder injury. They saw him in practice. It looked like that throwing shoulder is good. He's most likely going to be good to go tomorrow. So that's it for the injuries. Next, I want to talk about the keys to victory offensively and defensively. Offensively, we just have to get, again, same as last week, we got to get our playmakers going. I want to see Curtis Samuel, Terry McLaurin, and now Diami. I want us to see us like just let it fly. Just throw it out there and let it fly. They don't have a good pass rush. Their D-line isn't that great. They do have this one lineman. Is it Quinn or something like that? They have this one guy that can get pressure, but I really wanted to see us air it out and throw it out. A lot of people have been talking some trash because the last Thursday night game was some buns with the Colts and the Broncos, and it's like, well, you think this is bad. The Commanders and Bears are playing, but I think this game is at least going to have a touchdown. I can promise you that. I'll put money on that. Someone's going to score this game, and it's going to be instantly better compared to last week. Another key offensively is Wentz, you're going to have to use your legs, man. I know you like 30 years old, coming on 30, maybe 31, but you're going to have to get out the pocket and make something happen, man. This O-line, look, I know you said in your press conference that you have full faith and believe in these boys. Stop the cap. You're going to have to run out the pocket and just do something. You scramble, just do a boot action, something, man. But you're going to have to get out of pocket and use your legs because you cannot stay in the pocket like probably just this game and moving forward. You're going to have to run around and make something happen yourself. And honestly, another thing, like, not to beat a dead horse, but during that Tennessee game in the red zone, he had a clear lane if he would have just ran in for a touchdown, but he didn't. So I do want to see him run with his legs a lot more. So Wentz using his legs, getting our playmakers open, and the third is play calling. Ron, DC is sick of your sugar honey iced tea. We are all sick of it. You're on the hot seat, but at the same time, we know that they're not going to get rid of you because it's going to be hard to replace you. But there's going to be a petition to get this man fired. But we're gonna have to have this guy come through tomorrow, Ron. Like we're really isolating it out where it's like it's clearly you and Scott Turner, these Panther boys you bringing in are the issue. But we need these play calls to be on point, bro. Like, we really need you to just, like, cook something up, man. Like we just need good play calling. Like, just the offensive play calling needs to be on point. Like, y'all need to draw something up, play Madden or something, man. Like y'all just have to switch it. I didn't see any screens now I think about it during that Tennessee game. And maybe do some crosses. Don't do no tricks. Don't do no trick plays. I don't want to see no reverses or nothing like that, but I just want to see more screens maybe. A good distribution between the run and the pass. If the run ain't working, maybe step back. If the run ain't working, step back for a little bit. But I just want to see better ball movement and play calling from the offensive coordinator, Scott Turner. So those are my three keys: play calling, Wentz needs to be more mobile, and get our playmakers open. Defensively, we gotta contain Justin Fields. He's a mobile quarterback. He's actually bottom 5 in when it comes to his like arm for like QBR or just anything passing related. But he will beat you with your legs. We gotta contain him. Montez, you gotta use your speed and just get that containment on him. I think Jamin Davis can also keep an eye on him on the other side as well and just help out at linebacker. But I believe that's the biggest key defensively is just containing Justin Fields, having him use his arms. Now, with this secondary, I don't know because I remember last week, I believe it was it Bobby McCain? Yeah, it was Bobby McCain. He gave up such a big pass, bro, and it was to Westbrook. And and he proved me wrong because I'm like, man, there's no way we're gonna have like a no-name receiver like chew us up. Well, it happened. You know, like deep pass through him to Westbrook because of Bobby McCain. It could happen this week. It could happen this week. So I don't even know if I have faith in these corners. So I guess my next key would be we're just gonna have to rush this kid. Okay, we're gonna have to contain him and just have like consistent pass rushing on him or just pressure. Like I want to see some blitzes and everything like that. Like don't give him time to see down the field and gather and try to go something deep. Like just rush him and contain him. I just want to see blitzes. I want to see the safety come in. I want to sit like 6 guys if we have to at this kid, man. Like we cannot have him like cuz like at this point I don't trust the secondary. I don't trust the secondary and Will Jackson III is out and his backups are even worse. Okay, that might be debatable. But that's my main 2 things with defensively. Jack Del Rio has been doing better these last couple weeks on the defensive side of the ball. This really comes down to the offense. For my prediction, I have us losing 20-24. No, not 20-24. 21-24. Yeah, 21-24. We're going to lose 21-24. Yeah. And it's going to be some BS, bro. It's going to be some demoralizing stuff that's just going to have us second guess the whole, like, why are we even Commander fans? And then once, if we lose against the Bears, like I'm predicting we do, that's when it's going to be like, okay. And by the way, I'm kind of doing like a reverse psychology thing because if I predict that we lose, we're going to win. Because like, kind of like last week, you know, but I do see us losing though. And we're just that bad. We're just that bad because the play calling and the O-line, and I don't have faith of us winning. I don't have faith in this organization anymore. I think we need a clear house. I would like us to keep wins for another year, but that's just my 2 cents on it. But yeah, we're losing 21-24, and after that, it's gonna be like, okay, hopefully this loss, Ron can get fired, and then we can move on with our lives, and then just tank. We'll see, but you guys let me know what you think. And I'm not trying to be like pessimistic or just a hater. I think a lot of Washington fans will agree with me. But we'll see. I have a recap video of the Bears game sometime this weekend, and we'll talk about it. But as always, hail to the Commanders and peace.